Firstly, before I start, I just want to say rest in peace George Floyd, and I hope you get your justice that needs to be served. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're clearly living under a rock and I need to call you Patrick Star. But today, I'm going to help some of the protesters feel safe from tear gas and rubber bullets. Let's start with the tear gas. What is tear gas? Well, tear gas is formerly known as something known as a mace, and it's a chemical weapon that causes severe eye and respiratory pain, skin irritation, bleeding, and blindness in the eye. Even though it's considered a non-lethal weapon, there is risk of serious permanent injuries or death. And these risks stem from being hit by the tear gas cartridges that may cause severe bruising, loss of eyesight, or skull fracture, resulting in death. And there are also high rates in Iran, which are associated with nerve injury, which is 44%, and amputation, 17%. And after I heard those effects, I wondered, why would someone given the title to protect and serve would do such a thing? So I want to help you guys out there protesting for the right cause. So here are some tips. If you have a spray bottle at home, you should use a baking soda and water solution. 3 teaspoons of powder for every 8.5 ounces of liquid, and you need to spray this on your face and mouth to neutralize the effects of the tear gas particles. And another thing you can do if you don't have any access to any of those things I just called, you can also use milk. This is a commonly used technique to help against pepper sprays also. And for the best thing, if you do have access to a gas or face mask, you should really use it. But wait, before we come off of tear gas, there's one more main important rule if you were to come in contact with this. Please do not rub your face or eyes. This will just make it way worse. Okay, now let's get into rubber bullets. What makes them so different from regular bullets besides the fact that they are mostly rubber coated? Let's watch their speed difference. A regular bullet from a handgun travels 2,500 feet per second, whereas a rubber bullet travels 200 feet per second from a low power propelling gun. And they're intended to be for short range practice, animal control, but mostly associated with riot control. Okay, but first I decided if I was going to give you all some info to protect yourself against rubber bullets, I needed to do some calculations to see the bullet impact. So I needed the weight of the rubber bullet, which is around 145 grams. I also needed the velocity, which is 60 miles per second. And I also needed the diameter, which is 38 millimeters. Now here's where the math came in. I had to calculate the energy the bullet will deliver to the target on impact using this formula. And when I put in my numbers, I got 12.9 joules. Now we had to calculate the hits, and this stands for Hornady Index of Terminal Standards using this formula. And I put in my numbers, and what I got was 2.7. Well, it was actually 2.66, but I rounded it off. And for the ones who don't know what I just calculated, I calculated to see how severe the bullet might be to a live target. And keep in mind, on the hit scale, a caliber bullet is rated 632 hits on the scale. So compared to a rubber bullet, it really isn't that bad, but rubber bullets still do hurt. What I'm going to say right now isn't verified, but I'm just trying to help. What I can really suggest is to try to wear thick clothing to stop the impact. I know it's summer now and it's really hot, but I'm just trying to protect you guys and also try to protect your face and stay safe out there. Rest in peace George Floyd. Wait, before we go, don't forget to like and subscribe and also share this video so more people could be aware. Peace.